So one of my favorite Florida stories was the second time that my family was going to tag along with me for flight training. We were going to surprise them. So the story was my flight left at 6. We all got up at 3 in the morning, some crazy time. I don't know why they bought the idea that they had to drive me to the airport, but the idea was they're going to drop me off and go home and sleep again. But I get out of the car, I say my goodbyes, and then I look back in and I just say, "Hey kids, you want to come with me?" And unbeknownst to them, we had their bags all packed. We hopped out of the car, and they came on the plane with me, and we spent some time just enjoying Florida together, you guys having no clue that was going to happen that day.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Joe was training in a new plane, and so he was going to be down in Florida for 3 weeks. And so we decided that me and the children would go down just for a couple days in the middle of his training. Well, at that time, I was pregnant with Miss Sayla over here. I was 8 months pregnant, and I had these 3 boys. I think, Caleb, were you 5 or 6? Yeah, somewhere around there. So I had Caleb was my oldest, and then Bing Bing, and then I was pregnant with Sayla. So that was just kind of a fun memory, getting through the airport, and we did it. But it was amazing how the people just like parted for us once they saw a hugely pregnant lady with 3 small boys. But that was a really fun trip that we had, and we got to go down and be with Joe while he was down.
Tyler has a really important memory he wants to share about one of our favorite things, just walking around Disney Springs and looking in the shops, and he seems to really like their giant pixie sticks, right?
Yeah, and one time I had this giant pastry stick. I ate it all, and then the next day I had green poop.
There you go. There you have it, straight from Tyler's mouth into the toilet.
Yeah, it seems like every time, most times we've been there, I've at least been sick one of the days. And I remember one time, we just came off this little kid ride because Sayla wanted to go on it.
The Winnie the Pooh ride, right?
Yeah. And after that, I went to the bathroom and just threw up. I was really sick.
Okay. Usually, sometime on our travels to Florida, we like to go to the beach. Our tradition has become to go to Jimmy John's first and then enjoy the beach. And Caleb's got some recommendations about bringing Jimmy John's to the beach.
Yeah, I remember sometimes, if some of us didn't finish our sandwiches, we'd bring them to the beach and then start eating them. But if you ever dropped any food, the seagulls would never leave you again. Because they'd always think you have more food for them.
Yeah.
I remember one time, for some reason ate all the meat out of the sandwich. I was holding it in one can and just grabbed all the meat.
There was a period where they had told all their friends in the county, the seagulls,
David was here.
and David got attacked. That was funny.
Mom was just throwing clothes in my bag, and we forgot a bunch of stuff like swimsuits, so we had to buy a bunch.
We had the big bag, so we all just packed in one big bag. But once we were realizing that we were not going to make it there in time to check this bag, I was in the back. Do you guys remember this? I was over
Yeah, you were
the back.
reaching over me, and I was just watching a movie on my tablet.
And I told you all, open up your bags, and I'm throwing clothes. I was just trying to get most of his because he was going down for training, so I wanted to make sure you had all your stuff. But I'm throwing stuff at people, trying to make sure we got it. And then once we got to the airport, what did we have to do?
Dad had to carry me because I wasn't fast enough to run, and yeah.
We were those people.
I know, Joe. I think we parked with 15 minutes till our departure time, and we sprinted all the way to security. Luckily, there's no line. The person's like, "Oh, you're fine," and I'm like, "I don't feel like we're fine," but we made it. And the first stop was the tourist shop where they had 10 t-shirts for $10, and we found our clothes for the week.
Making those memories are so important, and that's been fun for our family to be making memories. Everything doesn't always go as planned, but looking back, those are some of the fun things that you remember.
Welcome back, friends of Riverside. Thanks for watching our next video. So it was a lot. It's gonna take a long time to get through this.
Dad, what is so funny?
Yeah, what is so much? Okay.
Why do we?
Don't pick your nose this time,
Take 3.
okay? Take 3. Check, don't pick
gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So-
So, oh, go ahead. You-
Do you want to go?
or just introducing it, so.
No, I
Yeah.
was.
We're not putting